Hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how you can work through the subsampling. So what you're going to need is your bulk sample. This is just one example that we have. This is from the 2019 Australia seed lot. The bulk sample quantity may vary, so this process is going to be a little bit different depending on how much seed you're starting with. And the main thing that's going to change is how many times you're going to need to put it through the splitter to reduce it to the size that we want. And what we're shooting for is this scoop here. So we used to use this scoop and simply go in and take seed out, and we're switching over to the splitter because it's going to give us the best subsample. So you'll need this scoop. This is helpful for getting the subsample into the packet, and this can be useful for getting the rest of the bulk sample back into the bag. You will need a new empty packet, and we're actually reusing these, but you can use these small envelopes for this. That scoop is actually pretty small, so we don't need that large of a packet for this. You'll need new QR codes, and so the first step in this process is just going to be sticking the QR labels onto the packets so that we have them in order. If you'll notice here, we have this in order already, and so what we want to do is stick the QR labels onto these packets and have them all in order. And once we have that done, you can imagine having your bulk sample in order, your subsample packets in order, and so when you're ready to put your subsample into the packet, you can just pick up the packet and put it in here, and then everything will be in order, and we'll label these the same way that this is labeled, starting with the first ID, going to the last, and just putting it on the box. And then when we're done scanning that box, we'll put some colored tape on it to show that, and then we'll store it. So something that you can do when you're creating these packets and you're putting the labels on is you can look and see generally how many samples are going to be in each box. And so it's about 25. You can see in this series how many there's going to be. So what we can do is create bundles of packets that represent the number of bulk samples that we're going to go through at a time. So you'll take a box down, you'll have a bundle, so this would be 1 to 24. So we would take QR codes 1 to 24, and we'd create a stack of these. And we have plenty of rubber bands that you can use for this. There's some in this drawer here, and there are backup storage located throughout the lab. So you can have these packets. You could even, go through, put the QR codes on, bundle this, and just stick it in here so that we have all of the subsample packets with the bulk packets, so when we pull the box down, they're both in the same place, and we can just start working from there.